Alright y'all, so yesterday I did a video on Mortal Kombat 3's script being officially done. I don't know how they managed to get this stuff done so quick just to get it out of the way before starting production on Mortal Kombat 3. But I'm here for it anyway because I used to play Mortal Kombat 3 a few times when I was a kid. I wasn't really good at playing combos and stuff like that, but I can at least try to play it now as of today. But with everything going on in the fighting game community, I don't think I have all that time to do it. But at this point, I'm gonna have to try somehow. So now the articles are talking about it right now, and we're gonna go through and dive deep into what this part and that part means and what to look forward to in the third film. Warner Bros. Moves fast for the Mortal Kombat franchise. The studio just confirmed that the MK3 script is officially done, and fans can already feel the buzz. The latest update shows that screenwriter Jeremy Slater, shout out to him, has posted a photo of the completed script. The image shows the classic 1995 Mortal Kombat 3 arcade logo on the cover page. By sharing the finished pages, Slater signals that the writing phase is officially over. This news suggests that the gap between Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 could be much shorter than the 5-year wait between the first two films. I mean, to be honest with you, after that disaster from the first Mortal Kombat film in 2021, with all of the hiccups and bad edits and stuff like that, I've already mentioned it 1,000 times, but it's true. We can pretty much ignore all of that crap that happened in the first movie because this sequel, MK2, has the budget and money to get stuff done and fixed right. And they did that. They're doing all of that. So Jeremy Slater pretty much knows and understands the lore of Mortal Kombat because he played the games. He knows the characters and he knows what the fans want. And the part where it says that between MK1 and 2, it could pretty much be 5 years for them to make a third movie. And I think I'm gonna probably give it like around 2030 or 2031, depending on how they make the movie and how it's gonna finish it. You know, because when sequels, it usually takes maybe like 2 to 3 years to get complete when it comes to writing the script. So it's only a matter of time before we're gonna end up hearing more updates on the third film, because you know Warner Brothers are really confident in the sequel. They know this movie is going to kill the box office, excuse me. But the only thing I can say is you better watch out for the Michael movie, because you know Michael biopic is going to be the most talked about biopics of all time, because I'm not gonna say it, like it's gonna take over the globe. Slater posted a picture on social media holding the script in his hands. He did not add a caption, but the visual alone tells the story. The script's cover art pays homage to the original game, which hints that the upcoming movie may borrow more from the game storyline than the first film. And me and Fusible Hugh was right about all of this pretty much, because I have a gut feeling that this movie is going to take place in Mortal Kombat 3, because you know Shao Kahn's and his minions invaded Earthrealm, which will cause Raiden to recruit Earthrealm's champions to fight off against Shao Kahn and his minions in another realm. Because you know Mortal Kombat 3 had mixed reviews when it comes to how the game performed, but ultimately MK3 was a lot better. So maybe they could just borrow elements from both games and merge them into one and create one crazy storyline. Or you could just take the Mortal Kombat 9 route and have it based on all three titles. Because if you play your cards right, if you do it right, then this movie is going to be different. In the 95 MK3 arcade game, Shao Kahn resurrects Queen Sindel and forces an invasion on Earthrealm. The tournament format is abandoned, and the fighters face a full-scale war. If the movie follows that plot, the tone will shift dramatically. The 2021 film already skipped the tournament in favor of a pre-tournament hunt. Fans criticize that choice because the tournament is a core element of the franchise, and I mentioned that before too. Maybe that's why a lot of people hated the first film, because it was just that bad. I understand what they were trying to do, because they was trying to do what the original 95 movie couldn't do, which have blood and fatalities and stuff like that. But Cole Young pretty much made that movie so unwatchable because it was an original character, you know, and thank God he's not in the majority of the film itself. It focuses on the original Mortal Kombat characters that we all grew up and love, which is something that I like. And I know it's not Louis Tan's fault that his character became pretty critical, to say the least, but I kind of blame the writers who made Cole Young such a terrible character, in my opinion. Mortal Kombat 2, set to open on May 8th, 2026, promises to bring back the high-stakes tournament that fans love. Many hope the sequel will restore that classic feel. However, if MK3 jumps back to non-tournament invasion story, the audience could split again. Some viewers will enjoy the fresh direction, while others may feel the franchise is drifting away from its roots. Maybe it's because they haven't played the game or haven't studied the source material. Not every Mortal Kombat game had a tournament. It focuses on certain storylines and certain invasion stuff, but never ever had a tournament at all. The first 2 Mortal Kombat games had tournaments. Not MK3, Ultimate MK3, and Trilogy, and 4, Daily Alliance, and so on and so on. I feel like the ones that are crying that they're not gonna pretty much focus on the materials anymore, drifting away from the tournament that made Mortal Kombat, are the ones that did not play the games at all. And I'm talking about the grifters. The grifters that be complaining about too much. So even if they were to drift away from the tournament roots in Mortal Kombat 3, unless they play the games, they wouldn't be complaining. Then the movie is still going to be the most watched Mortal Kombat film because it's Mortal Kombat. I mean, like I said, not every movie has to have a tournament when it comes to Mortal Kombat. They only had 2 tournaments from 1 and 2. Even before Mortal Kombat 2 reaches theaters, Warner Bros. Has already moved Mortal Kombat 3 into active development. Locking the script in place shows a strong vote of confidence. The studio appears ready to deliver back-to-back releases that keep the brand alive and growing. Or what they can do is, after they finish doing Mortal Kombat 3, they can just make a Shaolin Monks movie, which is something that the fans would have wanted, including myself. I love the game, I love the story, and I think it's a good time to be a Mortal Kombat fan overall. At the end of the day, rather fans would understand how things work in the industry, just know that Mortal Kombat 3 is going to hit different after Mortal Kombat 2. It's going to feel familiar than the games. Same style, same vibes, but in cinematic style. So what y'all thoughts on this, man? Link to the article will be in the description.